Hello there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Ducks will kick it away to get this game going. We'll call for the fair catch here. The Michigan State Spartans offense comes on the field first today. And, Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. And, man, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past. But what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Off target with the throw, incomplete. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a strong stiff arm. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job of picking up the first down by this Michigan State running back. And Chris, you think back over the years, think of how many good backs we've seen wear these colors for Michigan State. Going back to Lorenzo White, guys like T.J. Duckett, Le'Veon Bell, Javon Ringer, always a good back in East Lansing.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's brought down out at the 46. Important third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass this time. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. The sure hands. It's McMillan. He's tackled inside the 35. He picks up a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Spartans have 1st and 10 here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Michigan State. Strong game by this quarterback. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. From the Oregon Ducks, offense comes out for their first possession today. And a lot of focus on the tight end position in this game. Both teams have an elite guy they use in various ways to torment a defense.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know if any position has really grown more than the tight end in college football in recent years. The days of just being a blocker are over. And these two guys can do it at a very high level. They can catch the ball, they can run in space, and they're outstanding blockers. Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, and gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made near the sidelines. Short game, but enough to make the first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Ducks will have to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And on the carry, he's heading left. Moving right through the contacts. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Handoff here from the shotgun. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacey. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun.
Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line. Brings up
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. So, Kirk, it's Michigan State with the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Michigan State 7, Oregon 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll use the ground game here. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. So the offense clicking after building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Boy, what a great job of getting to this quarterback by this defensive lineman. And, Chris, you think back over the years, Michigan State, always a tough defense with an attitude, right? And individually, Julian Peterson, Shalik Calhoun, Terrell Worthy, Malik McDowell, what a great tradition. And today, he's living up to that.
They're able to get him down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming wrong.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Running it back, it's Rourke. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. There's the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Picks up 9.
The Spartans will line up on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will have to settle for 3? On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point.
0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. Timeout is called. A Ducks strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Looking to throw again. He lets it go on the move. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. And the receiver's got it. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and
makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Michigan State. No chance to catch him.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Spartans will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with a...
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Spartans. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
35, Oregon, 7.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Moves the ball up to the 30. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it here. and it works. The first down to the 35.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Sparty. And the route is on. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. His line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Come to the line for second down and very short now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle. They get the senior. Nice run there.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll ride the back again here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They look to throw it here on second down. They'll try a pass here. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Ducks keep the football on the move. Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. Makes a quick grab. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now this isn't working.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The gain sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And the Spartans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
He'll hand it off. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down and 10 now. They're going to run it. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And then first down, they go right back to him. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Second down coming up.
The Spartans are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Come on, set. Low. Ready.
Here comes a handoff. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions.
42, Oregon, 7.
On the double.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal.
Fire.
And here's the handoff. Touchdown, Michigan State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Michigan State.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Personal kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. The completion makes it second and short. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. It's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The offense now operating in empty. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. The pass rush closing in. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job. quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here.
325.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
On the set.
2nd down now after the sack.
Cobra.
From the shotgun, drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. 9th play of the drive coming up, and this is a tough 3rd and long.
Flip it.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Steps out after a solid gain on 3rd and long, but not enough for a first. It's going to be 4th down here. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Michigan State. And on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Important 2nd down play coming up. And the back gets the football. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. It's a run. Running back's got it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And they'll give it to the back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. comes the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 34-yard try. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Spartans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. He hands it to the back. And that run produces a decent gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And a short run there to end the game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk